Hi, welcome. I'm getting ready to shuffle these Healing the Mind and Spirit cards by Brian L. Weiss, MD. I'm Olivia, and this is Tarot and Coffee with Olivia. We're getting ready to do your daily tarot meditation. So I'm shuffling the card of the day. Whoops, it popped out right here. This is the one that wants to be the card for you. I'm dropping things. I am much greater than my body or my brain. Huh, that's nice to know. You're not merely your physical self. You existed before you came into your physical body, and you will exist after you leave your body. I know a lot of people don't believe that, but it's okay to believe it if you want. I do. Um, of course, I was taught that as a young girl, and I ditched it and came back to it. Um, Card toppers. So, what are you to do? What are you to do today? First, let me shout out to my mom. Hey, mom, I hope you got to see Hamilton last night. Ooh, I did. It was so good. Um, okay, so here's your little card toppers. You're going to pick a card, and I will show you the little toppers up close because they're adorable and tiny, like this tiny little cup of joe right here. Doesn't spell, it's magical like that. That's under your first card over here, and then we have this Lady Starbucks Frappuccino, nothing skinny about that. And then we have our little coffee bead that is so sweet on its own. I can't imagine putting it on a necklace or a bracelet because it just really needs to be showcased. And this one was everybody's favorite at one point because it's this really cute little uh, cup. It says coffee on it. Can you read that? Am I getting that in focus? But the cutest part are the little hearts on top. Little iced coffee there. Um, all right, so I also have an extra card for you today. It's a what is it? It's a or oh, it's not Louise Hay. I'll put it in the description in the bio because I can't remember what it's called right now. Take the pink cards with a grain of salt. I think they're a little bit more specific than your tarot card will be, and since we're working with a group of people, I'm not sure how relevant it will be or whether it will resonate or not. But of course, that's true every day with every card. It doesn't usually happen, but it does happen. So if it happens that it doesn't resonate with you, you can just leave it. You don't have to, um, you can take what you want and leave the rest. And then you may find something happens in your day that you weren't expecting because you left it, but that's the way it goes. Okay, so that was ridiculous, but we'll move on because on with the show. We're going to start with the little cup of joe over here, and we're going to turn over both of your cards. And we have the Eight of Cups with the Soulmate card. Let's read the Love card first. The Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. If you are asking that burning question, if you have found someone in your life that feels like your soulmate, the answer is yes, this is your soulmate. That's what we have for this card. So, like I said, if that doesn't quite resonate with you, then um, don't worry about it. Your tarot card is the Eight of Cups. And you see this young man here. Let me see if I can get it focused. Better. There he is. He's leaving. He's walking down a path and he's leaving stuff behind him. Cups, hearts, time to go. Um, This card has a lot to do with travel. It has a lot to do with losing something too, or leaving it behind. It can often mean a transitional card, like graduation or like a promotion at work, but not one that leaves you in the same office. You have to move forward and move away. Um, it's a positive card. It was up on the right side. I do see sometimes we see tears and loss in what we're leaving behind, but it's I don't think it's like a terrible grief. It's just a normal separation and nostalgic feeling after that happens. Um, so if you have this card today, I hope it resonates. It's definitely very specific. It looks like you're moving forward in your love life with your soulmate. And we are going to move on to your nothing skinny about that. And we'll pick up both of your cards. And today it looks like you're going to have a great big upset, a great big change, a great big transition, a great big, oh my gosh, things are really happening fast card. That's the Tower. The romantic card is your feelings are real and worth exploring. See, that would work with anybody. Feelings are real and worth exploring. With the Tower. So it seems like your feelings may be over the top today. And other people might not understand because this transition is your transition. It may not be something that others can even see sometimes. Sometimes transitions happen within ourselves and within our belief systems. It's definitely something you'll notice today. It's not the kind of day you'll go along and say, oh, I think that might have been what Olivia was talking about this morning. It's the kind of day where you go, oh man, now I know what she meant about the Tower. It's not always negative, but it is always a big change, which is uncomfortable even when it's a good change. I'm getting a good feeling about this card. It really does feel like a good change and not like something terrible. We're going to move on. If you have this card today, I say just brace yourself and do feel your feelings. That is a really important thing. And we have our little bead, our cafe bead. And we're going to pick up both of your cards. So we have Justice, and Justice was drawn in the upside down position. I'm going to turn it right side up so that you can see it. Well, first let's read your romance card, and it says, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Yeah, that's so sweet. It doesn't matter if you're the male or the female. Maybe you're male and female, or maybe it doesn't even matter. Whoops. Romance can happen anywhere and with anybody. A phone call, a sweet gesture, cleaning the kitchen when it's not your turn. Little things can turn into big things when they're done right and with love. Now let's look at Justice. Okay. So right now, this often has to do with legal stuff, but it definitely, when it's upside down, it has to do with something being unfair or something being unbalanced or biased. It also talks about making amends. If there is something that you did that you know maybe you shouldn't have done, even though they were wrong too, it's okay for you to be the first to apologize today. That is one of the hardest things for me, but I've gotten better at that. Thanks to my lovely partner who teaches by example. She taught me how to apologize. She taught me how to apologize. even when I don't feel necessarily like it's all my fault, because some of it is my fault, always. It takes two, right? Don't they say that? Coffee. It's not always that in an abusive relationship. I'm dropping my A's. Okay, so I'm trying to get this focus. We'll get up real close here and see if we can get a nice little uh, focus on your little coffee cup with your little ice hearts there in the top. And we're going to pull over your cards right now, both of them. Oh, you got the stingy man. What? He's not necessarily just stingy. He's also someone who saves and invests. So really, that's the saving and the investing is the positive side of the card. But he can also be pinche, cheap, kind of to a fault sometimes. Even on the positive side, he has a tendency to do stuff like that. I really love his sleeves, the detail on the sleeves. Can we get a close-up of that, Jerry? Yeah, Jerry, focus. I don't have a cameraman, it's me. You know that. Oh, look at all his rings on his fingers. Okay, we're going to get back to it. Let's read your romance card and see what's going on here. Release your ex. Ooh, that's a big one. Even if you have children with this person, sometimes you just need to let it go, especially if those kids are grown. Maybe that's not the situation. As long as you have young children together, you kind of have to interact. But this is talking about letting those feelings go, especially those bad feelings. One of the things I really like to tell people, it's really important to me, and that is that relationships don't fail because you separate. That's not a failed relationship. Just because a relationship doesn't last forever does not make it a failure. Relationships are important in our lives, and if we have married someone or been their boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, we had a time together that we learned. And we learned about each other, especially if you had children. You had children together. How can that be a failure? Please stop thinking of your relationship as failed just because it ended. Think of it as a successful relationship that ended hopefully when it was supposed to. Usually they end a little bit later. Stingy. Oh, what is this about today? I think I just want to let you know that it's okay to be stingy. It's okay not to share everything. It's okay to invest and save. It's okay to be a little bit materialistic sometimes. It's okay to like the things we like and to save for more, okay? I know materialism gets a bad rap, and I'm not real fond of it, but here I am. Look at all my stuff. I got plenty of it. Moderation is the key, right? So this has been a real quick, fun card read. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you coming every day. I do hope that you will like. I hope that you will subscribe. I'm going to leave my link tree in the description so that you can, of course, book me for private readings. I'm fairly inexpensive at this point. Things are getting ready to change, I think. As it gets harder to make time for bookings, that's when my rates will go up. And we're not there yet, but I'm getting some pretty steady clientele, and I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you guys that don't call me and that you do this every day or some days. I love my subscribers on YouTube, and I love anybody who's supporting me in this, and I'm hoping that anybody who is looking is getting something out of it. I know some of you are looking that aren't true believers. That's okay. And I appreciate that you're here to support me. But I also release you from the responsibility if you're not getting something out of it. If you are, please continue to watch and please come back. And thank you so much. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Get a little focus in there real quick. Bye.